Well, it is November 19, the day my wife's 79 years old. I hope she doesn't have as great an impact from it as I did from that 80th in June. Doesn't seem to. We've had a great day. She's gotten flowers from 2 different places, lots of phone calls. She's a happy camper. Took her out for Mexican food. That's hard for me to do. Wasn't too bad. Business as usual. Written by Cal Thomas, communist with the Tribune Media Services. It's in the Wichita Eagle of today, November 19, 2008. And he says, in the age of big business and corporate greed, there are exceptions. One such light is the CEO of Aflac Insurance Company, the one you know that has the duck. His name, the CEO, Dan AMOS, announced last week that he would forego the $13 million golden parachute his company would owe him were he to be fired or lose his job in an acquisition, merger, etc. He says, quote, if they don't think I'm doing a good job, they don't have to worry about paying me off. How refreshing. I reckon so. I reckon so is mine, not his. Cal goes on to say, it would be nice to know how many honest, humble, philanthropic business leaders we have in America. I'm sure he's saying, I'm sure they far outnumber the bad ones so often profiled in the media. One such honest leader is the founder and CEO of Chick-fil-A. I think that's how you say it. The restaurant chain that has the chicken. That has the chicken's mind. TRUETT CATHY, who this month received Philanthropy's Roundtable's Award for Philanthropic Leadership, is a prize. He's a poster boy. If, at 87, one can still be called a boy. For selflessness and integrity, he's the poster boy. He's also a model for what giving back can do for individuals and a nation. Quoting him again, Cal says, Cal quoting has Cathy saying, my wife and I were brought up to believe that the more you give, the more you have. Skipping around a little. One of the things that's lost is the satisfaction, lost in our modern society, is the amount of satisfaction one gets by pouring one's life into other people. In our marketing environment, big houses and boats, private planes, and lots of money and personal accounts are said to be the source of pleasure and contentment. Cathy's wealth, while considerable in dollars, is defined by non-material standards. This includes the $18 million his Wind-Shaped Foundation spent just last year on foster homes, college scholarships, a summer camp, and marriage counseling programs. Marriage counseling? Cathy believes a stable home is a fundamental to bringing up stable children. For those children damaged by broken family ties, Cathy's foundation operates 12 homes headed by husband-wife teams. The goal is, quote, to provide a loving, nurturing home to those children who are victims of circumstances and need a stable, secure family environment in which to grow and mature. The homes, end of quote. The homes accept boys and girls between the ages of 6 and 13. They accommodate as many as 12 children at a time. Cathy is currently a grandfather, quote, grandfather, to 150 of those kids. For 51 years, Cathy taught a Sunday school class of 13-year-old boys. And in an age when business functions 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, CATHY is a throwback to the Blue Era laws. None of his restaurants are open on Sunday. CATHY thinks this provides his employees with a biblical day of rest that is good for them. If more people knew the pleasure derived from giving for the purpose of changing lives, perhaps those ineffective government programs so many conservatives complain about could be dismantled. CATHY has found that true wealth is not in possessions, but in giving. This not only benefits individuals, but ultimately society. In a day when the stock market is unpredictable, CATHY's investments in people will pay dividends long into the future. Cal Thomas is a great man, great writer. I think almost all of us agree with Cal that CATHY and that CEO man, doggone it, I lost his name, Don Amos, CATHY and Amos, two great Americans setting the right example for you, for me, and all the rest of you out there.